did it, didn't you? They want you to go for it. All right, come on in. They want you to get a hold of the Ark before the Nazis do, and they're ready to pay handsomely. And of course, the museum. The museum gets the Ark when we're done. Oh, yes, of course. Oh, the Ark of the Covenant. Nothing else has come close. That Ark represents everything that brought us into archaeology in the first place. 5 years ago, I'd have gone after it myself. I'm actually rather jealous. I'll have to locate Abner, and I think I know where to start looking. You don't suppose she'll still be with him? It's possible, but believe me, Indy, Marilyn is the least of your worries now. What do you mean? Well, for nearly 3,000 years, men have searched for the lost Ark. Not to be dealt with lightly. No one knows its secrets. It's like nothing you've ever gone after before. Oh, come on, Marcus, relax. What are you trying to do? What are you, the boogeyman? You sound like my mother. You know what a cautious fellow I am. Besides, won't go in empty-handed. That's it.
All right. I actually...
Don't say you don't know.
I don't know which movie that's from. Which one? Which one?
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
It's in the dialogue.
Oh, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I apologize. But, hey, if you don't know where that quote's from, like me, that's from Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that's
Indy,
good.
starring Brendan Fraser.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's just as confused as I should be today. Anyways.
Oh, I hate mummies.
Oh my gosh. Welcome back to yet another episode of Bump That, episode 134. If you don't know who we are, we've got Brian in this corner.
I hate him, Jacques. I hate him.
We've got KT in this corner.
Why did it have to be snakes?
And I'm Ileana, your host. And guys, we're siblings who love movies, video games, and TV shows. And like to talk about it here on the internet with all of you people. What?
We're siblings who love each other.
Share, yeah.
No,
share love.
I mean, that's a given, okay? But we're siblings who love movies, video games, TV shows, all things of that sort, and decided to talk about it here on the internet with all of you people, and here you are listening. So, welcome. We've got the most Avatar action-packed episode for you because of the trailer that just dropped, all right? The trailer from Netflix. And if you are not a subscriber right now, I need you to hit that subscribe button so you can unlock your last chakra today. And that means you're an honorary sibling. So, 2 in 1.
Yay!
All right.
Chakras.
But before we get to the Avatar news, we've got some other news that has happened in this past week. So let's jump right into it. All right, Disney and Pixar. This is just... what's new? More layoffs are expected for this year for both studios. What do you do at this point? Honestly, there's just been so many as of late. And it's like, why? Is it just because of the quality? Is it because, who are these people that are being laid off?
Animators.
Gosh.
Writers.
Yeah, it should be the writers. I'm sorry, not the animators.
Lots of people. Lots and lots of people. At this point, they're probably cleaning house.
Do you think that's going to make room for new hires, or are they just going to...
It's gotta be.
I have a theory.
Okay.
What if they're not going to hire new writers? What if they do rely on AI?
Ooh, I would hate that. No.
Yeah, nobody would like that, but
No.
If
If any of Wish was already written by AI, then they would see it's a big old flop and never to do it again, because that's
But
what
that's
that
the
movie seemed
problem.
like.
That's the problem, though. Wish wasn't written by AI.
Are we sure? Are we absolutely positive?
I don't think so. Sadly, I wish it was so that we can poo-poo on that AI doo-doo, but no, I think it was actual human writers that did it, and it was atrocious.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Okay, let's look at their past movies of 2023. Oops, 2023. We had Wish.
I think you gotta go more. You gotta do like the past 5 years. The whole.
No, I don't even know, because
films
look
coming
at the
out.
recent releases. Okay, past 5 years, then you're looking at something like Encanto and those other movies that have come out that were actually good. Some were good, but the majority,
But
the
you also
vast
got
majority, were not good.
Encanto is a medium-sized hit. It did
Yeah,
well for the
it didn't do
streaming
that well.
box office wise. It didn't. It did well with, it just wasn't. Everybody wasn't gaga for Encanto.
And I feel like the majority of the movies released were live action. There was a huge chunk of live action Disney movies released, and Pixar, they released like C grade movies. You know what I'm saying about that? Does that make sense?
And if you go back now 4 years, 2020.
Yeah.
Here are the movies that came out in 2020. Artemis Fowl, Godmothered, Mulan, Soul, Onward, Hamilton, the one and only Ivan. Those are the top ones. And then, okay, so you have some okay ones in there. 2021, here we go. You ready? Jungle
wait,
Cruise.
before you go,
Wait,
if you even like go through that, that's right when COVID hit. So you could say maybe some of those films might have done better. Hamilton was already a hit before it was streaming. It's not like Disney produced that. It was already done. It was just
and if you go back and watch it,
reshot.
it's a stage production. It is a stage
Yeah,
production.
it already had a huge following. It was already a Tony Award winning huge play. The other ones were like crash and burn immediately.
But
Artemis
looking
Fowl,
at these
it was
films,
just
there's
boom.
really not that many animated Disney films.
Well, it gets worse.
But keep
You
going,
ready?
Katie. Go to the next one.
So 2021, Jungle Cruise, Free Guy, Eternals, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which was animated, Luca, which was animated, West Side Story, Shang-Chi, and everybody's favorite, Raya and the Last Dragon.
3 of those were animated, and one of them wasn't even a Disney movie.
And then you move on to 2022, Disenchanted, Turning Red, Strange World, Chip and Dale, what even is that? What is that? Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Avatar: The Way of Water, Pinocchio, and Thor: Love and Thunder, Wakanda Forever.
Gosh, there's so many stinkers.
Yeah. And then
I mean,
wrapping up,
there's some money makers, but those are all the Marvel films.
Yeah, and
And
like
then
Avatar.
People are like, meh, and Avatar, which is great.
Like Chip
and
and Dale
then-
was fine, but that wasn't released in theaters at all.
No, and that would not
Yeah.
have made a lot of money
No.
if it was. And then 2023, year of our Lord, we have Peter Pan and Wendy, Wish, Elemental, Haunted Mansion, Little Mermaid, Indiana Jones and Dial of Destiny, Guardians of the Galaxy, and The Marvels.
Disney released one
and
animated
Quantumania.
feature.
No,
Oh
two.
my
Well-
gosh.
2 if you count Elemental.
And that's Pixar. That's a different
Yeah.
studio entirely. So, wow, that is really bad.
So I'm just saying, what my point is in bringing up 2020, it's not even been 4 complete years yet of their downfall. That is quite a spike downwards.
You would think during that
Quality.
time it gave, like, okay, say we're all stuck at home. That it's 2020 again. You would think that would give a lot of writers time to get inspiration, to really work on their craft. and then to come back bigger and badder and stronger than ever when studios opened up again. However, that's not what
Did
happened.
you even say Strange World? I didn't even hear you
Yeah,
say Strange World.
I did say Strange World.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Because
it-
that was the bomb of all bombs.
That was November of 2022, right?
I think that movie
Yeah.
cost over $200 million to make, and it made probably $60 million.
I still haven't seen
something
it.
like that.
No,
And I
don't
have
care to.
no desire to see it whatsoever.
But you know what's also
Well, I would
interesting?
Oh, go ahead.
If you go back even one more year to 2019, it wasn't so hot then. But I think that was because it was the beginning of streaming, maybe the beginning of Disney
Yeah,
Plus.
and Pixar was also not doing good at that time, and I think they picked back up right after COVID. They started to release, I mean, those C-grade movies, but at least they were releasing stuff and they were staying on schedule, which is good, which is what Disney isn't doing. They said live action, live action, live action, and some were good and some were bad.
But what live action movies are you talking about?
Marvel live
other than
actions.
Jungle Cruise. But that's not Disney though. That's
So
Marvel.
Disney.
That's not Disney.
distributed
Doesn't
by Disney.
have.
they
any,
had the West Side
No, no,
Story.
Yeah, but that's not-
wait.
But that's
Wait,
not
what movie
Disney
are we talking about
Studios
again?
making the movie.
He's asking what live action Disney movies were released.
Disney
I know,
movies.
but he said besides
other
Jungle
than Little
Cruise, what-
Mermaid. Little Mermaid, Jungle Cruise.
Was West Side Story actually Disney or?
That's not. That's a Spielberg film.
Okay.
That, yeah.
If you go back to 2019, I think this was the year that Disney was streaming. They had Lady and the Tramp, Maleficent, The Mistress of Evil, Togo, which was a pretty good hit. But then they also had The Lion King, not
But
For
that
what?
made a
For
buttload
when?
of money though.
2019.
Oh, so
Dumbo.
we had Dumbo, Aladdin,
was
The
a
Lion
mess.
King, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. I actually never saw that.
No, me
The
neither.
Lady and the Tramp, which
I haven't seen that.
I haven't
either.
seen
It looks
that.
really
Mulan.
cute, actually.
Mulan, Cruella, Pinocchio, Peter Pan and Wendy, and then The Little Mermaid. So there were 2 live actions in one year, which was Peter Pan and Wendy and The Little Mermaid. That was 2023. Pinocchio was the only one of 2022, and then Cruella in 2021. So in the past 4 years, we've only gotten 5.
See, now I'm going back in time. I'm looking to see when was the last actual good year for Disney when they were actually putting out good content. And I'm having to go pretty far back.
We don't talk about Bruno, no,
I'm
no,
in
no.
2017.
Look, my
had
take
Cars
is this.
3,
This is my hot
Coco.
take.
Let's hear it.
This is my hot take. Look, with COVID happening in 2020, and the streaming thing, it's a kind of a big bad storm. There was the big move to streaming, but then COVID happened. You'd think that would have helped each other out, but it didn't.
Right.
So obviously there was a lack of good quality productions being made. Also, into that fact, with the cost of COVID too, a lot of productions, their cost of producing a film or an animated movie skyrocketed. You see that with Indiana Jones. The cost to make that movie was astronomical. It should have been a lot less than that. The movie cost like $250 million to make. And so it's almost like there's no way this movie's going to be able to recoup this massive budget because of the delays of COVID and everything that happened to it. And that happened to a lot of these films. A lot of these films, their cost went up
Yeah.
due to COVID and everything, reshoots and all that.
But it's like, why
it was
is the
just a bad-
quality so bad? I feel like you don't even need all that money. Think about all those indie films that are, small startup companies that were labors of love that were amazing. The ones that make me think is, I'm sorry, Lord of the Rings. Okay, they had money, but it was a passion project. These people were passionate about what they were working on. This wasn't just, oh, let's throw a movie together so we can get a quick buck, These were nerds. These were, people in love with the story, and they wanted to tell it. And I feel like that's not what we're running into anymore. It's cash grab. It's what can sell the next doll on the store. What is going to be the next Lilo and Stitch, advertisement. We're not seeing those labors of love of we have this story that we really, really want to tell and get people to watch, even if it's not popular. That's something that's not happening. You're seeing movies that are supposed to be sellers that are not popular. And so that's why it's falling on its face and is making the production studio look even worse. Just aggravates me,
Yeah.
Because they have the means. That's the problem. They have so much money. They have the means to do it. But where's the passion? I have more passion hating on them than they have for the movies they're creating.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, it's just such a
statement, actually.
They allowed a select group of filmmakers to come in and shoot their shot with the stories they wanted to tell. If you look at that, a lot of the stories of Pixar are all very similar. We talked about this before.
Yeah.
A lot of them, they're not
immigrant stories, stuff like that.
They're not unique. They're not, and out of the box ideas that Pixar used to run away with back in the day. These movies are all very similar. They look different, but they're all the same. And
that's why we're
with the Disney. The Disney ones are just more, let's re-roll the whole magic thing. Let's do it from a different angle. Let's do magic from Asia. Let's do magic from Spain. Let's do magic from Colombia.
But that's why we're looking at the other studios like, hey, you're making simple movies that look good and tell good stories. All right, that's all I'm looking for, and have awesome killer animation. That's what these other studios are doing. Their stories are not so out there, except for maybe Spider-Verse. I think that's probably the only one that's a little bit like, woo, what's going to happen? But the other stories are very to the point. A to B, that's it. Like, I'm thinking Mario movie. I'm thinking every Illumination movie. I'm thinking the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. They are A to B plot, but they look great. They feel fun while you're watching it, and I left the movie having a good time.
I just had an idea for something that would be out of the box for Pixar, but it would be kind of interesting. So I was just looking at this amiibo of mine, and I was like, what if Wally went rogue? Then I switched over to, what if there was like a conqueror, like an explorer, but a conqueror, like an anti-hero.
Yeah.
Who's conquering different things. But what if it's set in space and he's conquering different planets?
You just gave the whole plot for Elio. Don't you know that he's actually evil,
Lord.
that little boy?
Yeah. He's conquering planets all alone. But he's set to conquer people's hearts.
Yeah, which is also a
You
movie that we
really
haven't
know.
seen in a hot minute. They released that one trailer, and then it was hush hush after that. Where is Elio?
It's gonna end up the same way that Newt ended up, just not happening.
Newt.
You know what?
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
I hate to say it, because I'm in the camp that I never want anybody to be fired or lose a job,
Yeah.
not be able to make money or put food on their plate or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a move that Disney has to make. I think they will. I don't think they're going to make the move to AI and start having a supercomputer start pushing out ideas. I don't think that's what they're going to do. But they have to get new blood in there to figure out, bring back still the classic feel of Disney, but keep it fresh and new. You just gotta, again, every 20, 30 years or so, they'll come up and they'll have a new renaissance. It happens.
They lost it in the 60s
for every
and
Snow
50s
White,
or whatever.
For every Snow White, then you have a Sleeping Beauty or a Cinderella. A few years later, then you'll have a Fantasia. A few years later, you'll have a Little Mermaid and Aladdin, and then you'll have a Lion King. Then you'll be a whole run after that. Then you'll have a Frozen and a Tangled. Run after that, that's what we're waiting for, is the next one, the big one. So, it'll come.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Last thing about Disney, all right, is going to be the official, and this is actually not Disney, but Steamboat Willie is, what is that called? Oh my gosh. Help me out.
Resurrected?
No. Open source or whatever.
Free domain?
Yeah, free domain. All right, the official teaser trailer, they dropped this so quickly, for the return of Steamboat Willie is making waves on the internet. No word when the animated feature is set to release, but if it does indeed come out, it looks to be promising as the staple horror film. So we're going to be getting just another one of the blood and honey type movies.
Blood and honey.
But now it's Steamboat Willie, I'm returning.
It looks like Bendy and the Ink Machine. Although there is a Bendy and the Ink Machine movie coming.
Oh, that's cool.
Well.
I'm excited for that. Just as I was excited for Five Nights at Freddy's, which was still so good.
What's funny about this trailer is that it sold me. Like,
really?
I was like sucked in. I couldn't take my eyes off it.
I think visually, because the style of Steamboat Willie is something that people are looking towards now, where everything is so crisp and clean. We're looking for that like Fleischer type, animation of jumpy things and Cuphead and blah, blah, blah. We want something fresh and new, and that's kind of like the style we're looking at. So
the trailer is really neat. So it starts like above water, and then it goes underwater, and it goes through the thing, and it's just very eerie.
Yeah.
But very calm. There's nothing going on. And then it takes you through the boat, and then it changes mediums a little bit. And then it goes into like The Ring kind of thing, where things fly out of a TV.
Oh.
But I mean, I was actually startled. I knew that there would be a jump scare somewhere.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was actually startled. So yeah, I encourage you to check that out. I hope that this is a real movie and not some clickbait trash that people get me with.
And maybe it won't be like a feature-length film if maybe it's like a 40-minute thing if they didn't want, because I mean, this came out really quickly, and I know they were probably working on it before it became free, open domain or whatever it's called. So, but maybe not an entire 1 hour and 30-minute long feature film. But
I kind of hope it does. I hope it is.
I kind of miss.
It looks really cool.
I kind of miss short films. I like the idea of short films coming back. Like, I feel like that's not a thing that's done as much anymore. They're like, yeah, it's got to be feature length. It's got to be awesome. It's got to be epic. And I'm like, I kind of like, a 20-minute, 40-minute film where it's just an awesome story, but maybe didn't have the whole runtime or something. And I'm not talking about this is going to be in screens in theaters. I'm talking this is like on a YouTube video or on a streaming service. That's what streaming services are perfect for. Put a short film so that, I don't know, just to showcase something cool. Doesn't have to be feature length.
That'd be cool.
Spoken like a true millennial who loves her TikToks.
Oh my gosh, stop.
Are you even a millennial?
My tiki-takis. Actually, I'm technically Gen Z, but I don't claim that. I was not raised Gen Z at all. I still remember going outside and playing at the park. I remember when the internet became a thing, I remember life before cell phones were a thing. So Gen Z, no, thank you. But the cutoff is 1996, and I'm 97, so whatever. Anyways, moving on with the news, because we want to get to that avatarness, okay? Remember, hit subscribe so you can unlock that last chakra. I'm waiting for you to do that. All right? I'm about to unlock my last chakra, too. All right. Sadie Sink.
I did that earlier on the toilet.
Okay.
Ew.
All right. Anyways, you're done. Sadie Sink, our lovely Maximilian, Max from Stranger Things, is to play Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn for the Netflix adaptation. Adaptation? Did you say bunk?
Yeah, bunk.
Bunk that. Bunk. No one has officially been cast to play the titular character, same as no one has officially been cast in the adaptation of God of War. But that picture and, you know, all this AI generated stuff, it either looks really good or it looks really bad. Sadie Sink as Aloy looked really good, in my opinion.
She looked awesome.
And I don't think she needs to be any, when we were talking about this, you know, in a group chat earlier, you were like, oh, she might be too pretty. I don't think so. I think if Aloy is a pretty girl, but strong and, you know, courageous and whatever, I think...
In that picture, she doesn't have freckles, and,
Does Aloy have freckles?
She's got tons of freckles.
Aloy does?
Yeah.
Well, then let's throw her in the makeup department. I don't know what to tell you. Throw some dirt in her face.
She's supposed to look really grizzly.
And they can make her look like that, but she could still have a pretty face. And that's even like a trope in a lot of things. And I mean, especially if it's like a show where she's like super hard and super gritty, but then like a guy comes up or something, he's like, you're so pretty, blah, blah, blah. She's like, no, I'm not. Or maybe that's just anime.
He takes off her glasses.
Yeah, exactly. That's such anime trope crap. Anyways, so Sadie Sink, I think, would be a really cool Aloy. She's of like the right age and maybe not same body type, but I mean, she wears a lot of clothes. Aloy wears a lot of bulky clothes, so
she's got
she could do
a lot of outfits.
I think she could do it, and I think it would be really cool.
Yeah,
because we've already seen Sadie as a tomboy in Stranger Things. So if Aloy is also tomboyish, then she's got that down packed. I mean, Sadie can ride a skateboard, for goodness sake.
Aloy can ride a robot.
Well, then there you go. There's one, what is that called? Manual and automatic. She's got it both locked down.
True story.
All right.
But whatever happens, I'm gonna give it when the show comes out and God of War, you know, I'm gonna be there to give my 2 cents.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, now this one has me laughing my booty off. Okay, my booty is off into outer space laughing because of this. Okay, have you guys heard of this new indie game called Pal World?
Yes.
Okay.
I have.
Okay, so Nintendo they've heard of it, and they are pissed, which rightfully so, and I don't even think they should be as mad. I think, what's the company? It's
the Pokemon Company?
Yeah, the Pokemon Company. I feel like they should be the ones who are pissed off. So they're pissed that they have served up lawsuits to the developers in what is being called a Pokemon ripoff with guns, and that's what this Pal World is. Despite it being an indie game and only early access on certain platforms, it's already sold 5 million copies. That's huge. And as I'm speaking right now, my husband is sitting right next to me playing Pal World with his friends.
I think this is incredible.
There's 7 million copies now? Hunter said it went
up
up to
7
It
million?
went to 7 million.
I wrote this like a day ago, maybe 2 days ago. That
gosh.
means it sold 2 more million copies.
That's wild.
day.
I bet their people are like trying to. How much did it cost? $26. Wow.
That's a steal for a game like this.
And-
that may be taken off platforms like. in
And
the
no
blink of an
joke,
eye.
no joke. These little creatures literally look like Pokemon. It's so bad. It's such a ripoff. And you have a Pokemon game like, what was it, Scarlet and Violet that just released for console, and that's $60. Whereas you could play this one on your computer for $26, and it has guns. I mean, what more could you want?
Is it a lot more fun? Is it fun?
Hey, love, would you say
Gotta
it's a
be
lot
at
more
5
fun
million
than Pokemon?
Copies sold.
Oh yeah, he says, oh yeah. So one of the mechanics, you can build houses. It almost looks like building structures in Fortnite. So, and then you get to like hit like rocks, which also looks Fortnite-esque. So it's like Fortnite with guns and Pokemon with the animals. And the horrible thing is that Hunter was telling me that you can like make your animals slaves for
gosh.
you. So that's pretty horrible.
That's awesome.
Now, what's funny? Okay, so where the controversy lies is how close these creatures look like Pokemon.
They really do.
The big one that you see that's big and yellow and black, it very much looks like what's called an Electabuzz.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see that.
I can.
Focus. So that's like an Electabuzz.
Yeah, I can see
And
that.
there's one that looks sort of like a Piplup. I think it's a Piplup.
Yeah.
And they're like slight changes. It's like I can't say that. I'll get in trouble.
Say it.
No.
I can always
Moving
bleep
on,
it. I can always bleep it.
It's like they have.
I'm bleeping that.
Oh my gosh.
I'm bleeping that.
I told you.
Anyway. All right. No, we're not
You told me
continuing.
to say what I was thinking.
We're not continuing. It's being bleeped. That's funny,
Anyway.
but horrible.
But yes, they look very strikingly similar to Pokemon. So that's why Nintendo is crying foul play.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why the Pokemon company is not doing it, I would say, is because why would they when Nintendo has so many freaking lawyers because they're always suing people for everything.
Yeah, how
Over
dare you
little
mod a Legend of Zelda game and put it up on YouTube? How dare you?
How dare you? Here's a lawsuit.
So I just think that's really funny with this game. Also, I just finished the trailer for the Steamboat Willie, and that looks cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to watch that. But anyways, Pal World. We'll see if Pal World stays up for another week. Bump that will be there for the downfall of Pal World.
Oh my gosh.
I hope it doesn't go anywhere. It's all fun and games. Like, chill
Literally.
out, Pokemon, and chill out, Nintendo. People already bought Scarlet and Violet. I don't see anybody else who's probably buying the
And
game.
they're already crapping on it. We're
Yeah.
done crapping on Scarlet and Violet.
Boo. Now we're playing Pal World. Boo. We want animals with guns. We want to slave labor them.
Next season on What If?
What if we give
Pokemon
a Pokemon
with
a machete?
Pikachu, use Axe Attack!
Or
Yeah,
what if you
yeah.
gave Pokemon reproductive organs?
Okay.
Moving on. Now we're in Brian's territory right here.
Some
Reproductive organs?
No! We're moving on!
so many weird sentences just popped into my brain that I'm gonna save for after the
Oh,
episode.
but I have to tell mine and get bleeped out? Really?
Yeah, you're bleeped.
Bleep, bleep, bleep.
Pikachu, I choose.
Alright, yes, bleep it out. For crying out loud.
Oh my gosh.
Bleep it
I-
out!
Oh,
Burn my ears, please, Lord.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Anyways, next thing on the list, I love that I just get to bleep them and no one else will know. Well, no one will hear what we said. All right, Oscars 2024 nominees are in. Let's look at the big ones for movie, director, sound design, cinematography, score, and animation. Also, we can look at some actors and actresses if you want.
I left out snubs. There were some huge snubs. At least
yeah, I
that's
want
what
to talk
people
about
were
the
saying.
snubs.
All right.
'Cause I think
The
it's-
fact
it's
the fact
overblown.
that the boy and the heron only went up for animation. Are
Yeah,
you
that's
flipping
insane.
What else
kidding
would it be
me?
nominated for?
Director Hayao Miyazaki. Are you
Sound design.
sound design, cinematography? Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Cinematography. Okay, that it was beautiful. That first scene with the
You guys
fire.
gotta know that animation will never, ever
But
get
That's
why?
foul. It's
Why?
the
foul.
acclaim.
That's-
Because
that's
there is
stupid.
because it costs
Why do I
so
even
much
care
less
about the
money
Oscars?
to create an animated film than it does to create a live action film. The more money you have in a movie, that's what's gonna get all the attention.
Yeah, this is the only
I mean,
2D film
anything-
released.
The Boy and the Heron should have been nominated. Maybe should have got nominated for also best foreign film too.
Right.
At least that.
But
Yeah.
they so crap on animation, and it's a perfect medium, and they just don't understand. But anyways, let's go ahead and
But
look at
It would like, wait, let's. I mean, was Spirited Away better than Boy and the Heron?
I would put them up there next to each other. I think the story is clearer in the Spirited Away rather than The Boy and the Heron. But animation style, both are visually stunning. Visually stunning. The music, it's so quiet in The Boy and the Heron, but when there is sound, it is executed perfectly.
They're two different styles of movie. It's like you can't compare Ponyo to Princess Mononoke. You can't
Right.
say that, you can't compare them.
One's a child's film, like completely a child's film, that can still
but
be
put it this
enjoyed by
way,
adults.
Everybody can say Spirited Away is obviously the most critically acclaimed of all the Miyazaki films.
Right.
It's the one that broke all the box office records in Japan. It did really well overseas and in the
As
United
it
States.
should have.
It won the Oscar for Best Animated Feature. The year it was nominated here in the
Was
U.S.
that 2000?
Yeah, something like that.
2001, 2002, I think.
2001 was Shrek.
So it's 2002 then.
No, I think it was 2000.
Anyways,
Irrelevant.
But the point is, if that one, which had everything going for it, doesn't get it only gets nominated for the token Best Animated, it's then even a film after that, it's not going to get nominated for anything. It just
and that's
won't.
pathetic.
Even
That's pitiful.
Even after 100 years of Disney films, only one has been nominated for Best Picture. Okay, Beauty and the Beast, and that's it. And no other films have been nominated for Best Acting, Best Sound, maybe sound design or editing.
Well, it's like they
something
almost
like
don't.
that. Maybe
They
the sound.
almost don't
But
see it as
they-
acting.
But they'll yeah, it's just like the Academy is they do not make changes. They've been trying to get new categories included, like Best Stunt Work.
Oh,
Team
yeah.
included, and it hasn't been done. People have been trying to do that for the past 20 years.
Best
and it's never gonna be
like
done.
I know maybe this one's silly, but best like makeup effects. Those people work
Well,
so
they
hard.
have best makeup.
VFX. Do they have like
They
a
have best
VFX?
makeup.
Oh, they do. Okay, good.
Yes,
Because
they have
something
best
like that definitely needs to be talked about because those people work so hard, and that is not an easy craft. But anyways,
I think people know that animated films are just, notoriously
which I hate because you have such critically acclaimed voice actors. These are main actors. You have freaking Dave Bautista, okay, Christian Bale, Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson as the freaking Blue Heron was so unexpected. Like you can't tell that it's him at all, and that's amazing. It sounded so good. So it's just such a shame that they won't really give them the time of day. But what were some other snubs that you guys were disappointed in?
Greta Gerwig is the big one.
She wasn't
Yeah,
She
Best
was
director,
nominated
not at all?
for Best Director.
Oh my
she
gosh.
should have got nominated.
Wow.
And that's really shocking when you think about what the Oscars have been trying to do with being inclusive, not having a female director.
And the
that
first
made-
female.
But there is a female director being nominated.
Okay, so we have one. We met our quota.
But the first female director to reach $1 billion at the box office, like,
Yes,
come
that's-
on!
That's
Barbie is
stupid.
nominated in so many other categories.
But they couldn't give Greta
production, design,
Oh.
acting, music, songs, all these has got, a lot of nominations, but she's also nominated for best screenplay, I believe.
Was
but she did
Christopher
not get her due
Nolan
for best
nominated?
directing. Man, pull up the
course he
thing
is.
and look at it yourself. Of course he is. What's wrong with you?
So that's such a that makes my
Ooh,
blood.
She was gonna swear.
No, I wasn't. That makes my blood boil.
but
because there was
but
this
here's the
always
point
at
though.
the same time.
But here's the point though. So people always talk about, oh, people got snubbed and snubbed. This person should have gotten. Well, then who are you taking off though? That's the question that nobody ever asks. So when a person
I think
is
about
snubbed,
that too. Yeah.
who do you take off? Well, let's say it. Like, who off of the 5 directors that are nominated, which director do you remove from that? Who should be taken away?
Well, let's pull them up. Who
You
are
have
the directors?
Justine Triet of Anatomy of a Fall, a female director.
What even is that?
What even is that?
What is that?
It's
Yeah.
a foreign film. It's a foreign film.
What is that?
The Academy loves the foreign
I love
films.
that.
And it's directed by a woman. Martin Scorsese, the Academy loves him. And Killers of the Flower Moon is an excellent movie. The probable winner, Chris Nolan. This is this
Yeah.
year. Nominated. Should have been nominated for lots of other films. Dark Knight, Inception. He's finally going to win for Oppenheimer. Yorgos Lanthimos for Poor Things. He's been an Academy darling. His nomination is a lock. The one that's interesting here is Jonathan Glazer for The Zone of Interest, a movie nobody has
See,
seen.
that's
Never
the
even
stuff
heard
that
or
is
heard
so.
of.
Take that guy
That's
off.
and that's the one. That's the one where you're
That
like,
is so
who is
gross.
this guy?
Wow.
Why did they do Greta that way? Is she like
Greta.
Greta?
So put that into the regions out there. Why and who is Jonathan Glazer, and why is his direction better than Greta Gerwig?
Even
I'm
I'm sorry,
very
but
ignorant. Teach
Scorsese
me why.
Scorsese didn't make a box office hit. Why is
But
he
his
there?
movie is great. But it's Scorsese, and the movie is excellent.
Okay, but it's Greta.
It's
and her
Scorsese.
movie
It's
is-
He's a
Greta
legend.
Gerwig. All right.
Greta.
She made the Barbie movie that got $1 billion. Dollars billion. Do you see
Yes.
any other those fools that made that money? No, 9.
Oppenheimer made $1 billion.
Yes, yeah. And,
And he's-
Christopher
and
Nolan
he's
deserves to be
nominated.
there.
He's nominated, but not the Barbie.
But not
Tell
the
me why-
Barbie.
How much sense that makes? No sense it makes.
So, what other snubs? What other snubs then?
Barbie.
Yeah.
Isn't Barbie's nominated for Best Picture? Isn't it?
Yeah.
No, the actual Barbie. She's not nominated.
Margot Robbie.
Wait, look.
Margot.
Look, I don't think Margot should have got nominated for Barbie. I'm gonna be the first one to say that. I don't think that was nominated.
Well, she wasn't, so you got your wish.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, that's like your opinion, man.
You know what I'm surprised with though? America Ferrera did get nominated for Barbie.
Good.
Absolutely
Which I'm
crazy.
okay. I'm also like, why though?
No.
Because I feel like America
Because she had
Ferrera
one
plays
scene.
like the same person in everything she plays. It doesn't one
Because of
scene
her
does
in-
not
Because-
make
Because of the
one-
monologue.
She had one monologue
does not
that
make an Academy Award for a monologue.
no, you're wrong.
No, nine.
Dame Judi Dench
Yes.
won an Oscar for being in a movie, and she was only 8 minutes in the film.
Okay, but
8 minutes in
how
the film. She
does
won an
that
Oscar.
speak of
So
the
did
Oscars?
Jamie Lee
How-
Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis for Everything
Yeah.
Everywhere All at Once. She
How
was in
does
the
that
movie
re-
for 5 minutes.
She had hot dog fingers.
It was in a gay relationship.
Yeah, with an Asian woman. Oh, anyway, how uncouth. Anyway,
The
what
Germans
does
have
that-
taken
what does
over
that
both
speak about
that.
the Oscars? What does that speak about the Oscars when you have people literally killing themselves to pump out what is a performance of a lifetime, and then you have this one person that just stands there stoic, and she's there for 8 minutes just stoic and breathing, and let's give her an Oscar.
And breathing.
My God, mon Dieu. I've never seen anything like that before.
Yeah,
Give
no,
me
I
a
think
break.
I said it. You can go back into the Bump That archives. I said it. America Ferrera is going to be nominated. And Brian's like, no, she's not. And I said,
No,
Brian, it's going to happen.
I'm very surprised that she got nominated for that. I mean,
Brian, I didn't think it was going to happen.
But again, like, maybe it was a bad year for actresses in supporting roles because Emily Blunt got nominated for Oppenheimer. I feel like they're reaching there. 'Cause her role was not that
I
great in
also
Oppenheimer.
said that was going to happen, and Brian said, I don't think that's going to happen. And I said it. And it happened.
Look, I'm going to say, here's my, what do we call this part? This,
2 cents?
No.
Bit?
Prediction?
When people don't get nominated.
Wine?
What are we?
Snub?
Yeah, the snub.
Snub?
My snub, Fantasia Barrino in The Color Purple. For leading actress, I feel that she should have got nominated.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I still
gonna
haven't
put
seen
that
it,
up
and I wanted
No.
to, but I just haven't got around to seeing it.
Did you see that one recently, Brian?
Yes, it's excellent.
Okay. But not Halle
She
Bailey?
didn't get nominated. Halle Bailey did not get nominated.
She
but
wasn't nominated
She's
for
asking,
Fantasia?
should
destroys.
She have gotten hit? Yeah, should she have
No,
gotten
no,
nominated?
absolutely not.
Why
Absolutely
not? If she's nailing the part and it's awesome, why not?
Was Melissa McCarthy nominated?
She was fine,
for
but she's not
Ursula?
Fantasia Barrino,
Oh my God.
who like devastates every scene that she's in, and she sings like an angel.
Was it Fantasia in American Idol? Correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
season.
Okay, come on, dude. Are you serious?
Brian, I was like 7 years
She was in
old.
season 3, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it was season 3. She beat out. She beat out.
Clay Aiken?
No, Ruben Studdard
No,
beat
that was
out
season
Clay
2.
Aiken, season 2.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then he ate himself.
What was
She beat out
that?
Fantasia
William
Barrino
Chung?
too. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Billy Chung. Yeah.
No, she beat out Carrie Underwood, didn't she? I don't think Carrie Underwood.
She
No,
begs.
Kelly won the
she
first
begs.
season.
Oh,
No, that's
baby,
Kelly
and she
Clarkson,
won the
moves.
first
season.
She moves.
I said Carrie
That's what I just said.
Underwood.
Kelly Clarkson won the first season.
I'm talking about Carrie Underwood.
I'm talking about America
No.
Ferrera.
I'm talking about William
Carrie
Hurt.
won season 4. Carrie won season 4, I believe.
I didn't think she won. Carrie
No, she did.
Underwood,
She won season 4, bro.
American Idol.
Didn't Kelly Clarkson not win?
No, she did win.
No,
I
she
just said
no.
that.
Okay,
literally.
yeah. Carrie Marie Underwood won season 4. Yeah, you right.
I
Shut up.
told you that. Guys, I remember I was there. Okay.
Brian's like,
Okay,
the
well, you
one
were
thing
on
I
the Oscar,
remember.
So, you know, I mean, we're all there too.
Brian's like, I remember every winner from from American Idol and The Biggest Loser. Don't fight
Oh,
me.
man. That should be like a quiz. Like, who can say all the American Idol winners up until nobody cared anymore? Yeah.
When
I
did no one
stopped
care
caring
anymore?
After season 3.
When Katy Perry came on board, or J-Lo, or
No, remember
No.
buh-bye? That's
Yeah.
when it was. That
Buh-bye.
was peak
I
American
love that
Idol, bro.
season. That
Remember-
was a great season.
Or there was also that bald guy who still rocks out now.
Oh!
Daughtry, he still
what was
makes
that?
music.
Yeah, he
Chris
still
Daughtry.
makes music. Yeah,
He makes
he
like
was
heavy
a
metal,
surprise.
so I love it.
yeah, he was great.
Yeah.
Those were the
What were
ones.
we
Those were
talking
the
about?
legends.
It's not over.
I hate that song.
Gotta get it hit the ground.
I hate that song.
All right. Any other snubs you wanted to talk about?
Look, I know Indiana Jones wasn't a favorite, but I'm glad it got nominated for Best Score. Got nominated for
That's
Best
shocking.
Score.
I'm sorry.
But the production design should have got nominated too, though.
I'm gonna have to say no. No.
Fine, be that way.
It's fine.
I will.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Mm.
That's my opinion.
So
Let's
angry.
see. Yes. Let's see.
All right, if we're gonna get through this, we gotta get through this now. Okay, we gotta get through this now. All right.
What do you think
Yeah,
is gonna
let's go,
win
bro.
Best Animated Feature?
Ugh.
It's either gonna be Spider-Man, Elemental, or The Boy and the Heron.
I
I
am.
don't know, man.
I'm sad to say, but I think it's gonna be Spider-Man, even though it's not my favorite on this list.
I don't know. I think the Academy, as a tribute to Miyazaki, who's on his way out, I think we can all say that.
But you see, that doesn't
Boy and the
even
Heron-
make sense. You're just gonna give an award because a guy is dying?
Cause the dude's dying.
You see? I mean, I'm serious.
Gosh.
Never mind
I'm
the other
not
people
dead.
that are wanting an award also.
I'm
This could be
still
like
alive.
I'm still here.
this could be the only time that other people are working on movies and nominated for something that they worked on, but because this chap is passing away right before our eyes, let's give him an award.
I
think
still
that's
have a
stupid.
few
I
years
feel happy.
Now, if you give him the award because he earned it and he deserves it, that's a different story.
Yes,
That's a different
I
story
think he
completely.
Look,
does.
all right.
However, the people, the studio and workers behind Spider-Man, they'll be up in arms, dude. All right, that movie over
I
the summer
don't
was a
know.
huge hit.
It's either The Boy and the Heron or Spider-Man. The other ones are just happy to be nominated.
Yeah,
I
Robot
just-
Dreams. What
I
the
love
heck is
Spider-Man.
I've never even heard of that.
that? No, I don't even know what it is.
I love Spider-Man. I think it's a Spanish film. But
Not American.
I just
Nuts
know that the
German?
Academy doesn't love superhero films, and this was a sequel.
You're a
so-
sunflower.
I'm sorry, why do we even pay attention to this? Like,
Because
It's just
Will
so-
Smith might get smacked
oh
again.
yeah, he's banned. No,
Or I'm
he's
sorry,
not smacked.
do the smacking.
Oh my gosh,
Is Jada allowed to be there?
she should
Oh my
be banned as
gosh.
well, just like Will.
Oh man.
My
And
gosh.
Chris is
All
over
right,
there like,
let's-
looking
Yeah.
to side to side. Are there
What-
any?
what-
he's
we
gonna be
should do,
surrounded by bodyguards.
We'll do an episode closer to the Oscar night, and we'll pick our
Yeah,
winners for
yeah.
the main ones then. So
I'll bring
Hey
my boss back.
Bobby.
Let's get into Avatar
it's
time,
just as
baby.
bad. It's just as bad as the video game awards.
Hey Bobby. My name's Lizzo. I sing your song from a pink house. Anyways,
yeah, can we do Avatar, please?
hey
Can
Bobby.
you shut up? Hey, can I talk to you for a second? What was that? What was that?
What was that? What
All
was
right.
that? What is that?
What is that? All right. Once again, if you have not hit that subscribe button and you've made it this far, your chakras are going to be locked and you won't get into the avatar state at all.
At all.
Hit it now, dang it. All right, let's go into the chunk zone.
Chucky.
Okay. So, Chucky, leading up to this February 22nd, the day in the year of our Lord and Savior, Avatar The Last Airbender, live action on Netflix, okay? It is being released, and we're gearing up, all right? Katie was having some mixed beverages, no alcohol included.
Way to tell the, yeah.
No
this is
alcohol
food coloring.
included.
It was just limeade, guys.
All right, and they were colored beverages to match our beloved Four Nations. So,
Wait a sec. I gotta play this.
What?
Because this is how I feel about you guys sometimes.
Okay, the fishing boats will be in soon. We'll fly behind them and scream like hell, and whatever they throw overboard, we get to eat.
You think maybe we should just get our own food? You know, we have beaks, we can swim. Instead of scrounging off of others, maybe...
Can I see you for a minute? What was that? What was that? You want to be a hawk? Is that what you want? Because you're not. All right, you see any clutching talons down there? No, we have webbed feet.
I know.
Well, what are you going to do? Paddle your food to death? You going to find a little field mouse and paddle him to death with your webbed feet?
No, look, I just thought...
You thought? You thought? How's that working out for you?
Not very well.
Not very well. I do not.
I love that.
That's how I feel
bit.
about you guys.
Oh my gosh.
What are you talking about? We're talking about the Avatar right now.
Let's do Avatar, man. I'm
All right.
just ready. Let's
So we are doing a ranking of the episodes from season 1. Okay, just season 1. All of the episodes from worst to best. So we each have our own lists, and we're gonna see how they compare. All right, because I'm sure they're gonna be very different. Very different. So let's see.
Controversial. I can already know the controversy is going to be.
I can already see it, hear it now.
Because I know there's going to be some sucker out there that's like, oh yeah, the fortune teller was...
The Great Divide is number 1! The Great Divide!
It's so funny. Every time they showed it on Nickelodeon, I was like, yeah.
Jin Wei and Wei Jin, I know those guys. I love them.
That joke. I know that joke. I love it. I know it.
That's so good.
Hey, can I see you for a minute? Can I talk to you for a second?
All right,
Jin
Katie.
Wei? Jin Woo? What is that? What is that?
It's Wei Jin.
You
You thought the what is it? The sacred orb? You thought wrong, Jin Wei.
It was just a stupid ball, you idiot.
And you were in prison for 2 minutes, bro. 2 minutes.
All right. The worst of the best episodes.
Okay, let's go.
For Avatar Season 1. Go ahead.
The worst of the best episodes? What are you talking about? We're just starting at number 20. What does that mean?
20. Number
20.
Because, listen, look, I want to make it clear. Some of the first season of...
But that soundbite, it's like... It's like I saw his eyes bug out of his
Look, I want to make it clear. Season 1 of Avatar is the weakest season, and a lot of the episodes are not great.
Yet.
They're buoyed by some of the better episodes in the season, though.
Okay.
What does that have to do with what you just said?
The worst of the best of season 1 is the fortune teller.
The Southern Air Temple.
The Great
What?
Divide.
Are you kidding me?
You literally saw dead bodies in there. That established the tone of the show.
Nah,
Dude,
bruh.
friggin' Agni Kai, Monkey Atso? Are you... Momo? Hey, can I talk to you for a second?
Oh my gosh.
Katie, what's your episode?
I said the Great Divide.
The Great Divide? Okay. That's
Yeah,
fair.
and I think that mostly it's just because it was so overplayed and nobody cared about it. See, nobody cares. It does not do anything for the plot of the show. You could take it out and nothing would be missed. Not one thing.
Fair enough. I have that as my next episode, The Great Divide.
I
That's the
have
worst.
Imprisoned.
I have Bato and the Water Tribe.
Dang. Oh,
Dang.
man. Are you serious? Imprisoned?
I love Imprisoned.
Yeah.
That one's high up.
Imprisoned
get
is
it.
like one of the best Katara episodes.
Yeah.
It is
Here's your chance, Earthbenders. Take it!
Can I talk to you for a second?
It's so overly
They took
dramatic, I
Haru
can't
away.
stand it. It is so overly dramatic. I can't stand it. If they rewrote it with the same plot, I'd be into it.
That lemur.
Without Katara
it's
crying
earthbending.
and...
Ugh,
Not the lemur.
Yeah.
you
You're
idiot.
taking all the fun out of it.
yeah.
All right, so that was 19.
Number 19.
I'm surprised still that you put it down that low. I'm
yeah.
really surprised.
Yeah.
It's...
Come on, Bato of the Water Tribe. Let's go. Come on.
No, I liked Bato of the Water Tribe. It's not a favorite of mine, but it was good development for Sokka and for Aang.
Why do I feel like I'm missing an
I put it low. I put it lower on here because it's one of those episodes where Aang is really annoying.
Yeah,
Like, just shut up.
He's
Aang,
being such a
you know?
12-year-old.
yeah.
And that goes into my next one then, because I had Great Divide as the second worst episode. The next one I have number 3, or number,
18.
I guess, what is this? 18.
18.
I have the Deserter. As
You have that one so low? What?
Mine is pretty low too. That one. Is, I put the waterbending scroll.
Because look, they're telling Aang, like, dude, shut up and listen. And he's like, "Ooh, fire, fire," And it's like, dude, you almost burned the love of your life. Come on, man. Chill the heck out, bro. Can I talk to you for a second?
I have The Great Divide in that spot.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I put the waterbending scroll, just because Katara is kind of
Dang.
annoying in that one too.
No, man, she's passionate, bro.
It did have some good fight scenes and some good comedy, and only two times that Zuko laughs, but that's it.
Oh yeah, when he's like, ha 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 ha, hey!
Yeah, that's
so
my
good.
boat.
Yeah.
And the Sungi horn?
Play music night
Zuko.
on the ship. Yeah,
So good.
and then the next one, number 17, I put the fortune teller.
Okay, yeah, that's.
I have The Winter Solstice Part 1.
Are you insane? What's
kinda-
wrong with you?
Just kind of, meh. I mean,
I-
we get,
the
we get some
Spirit
Avatar
World,
Roku,
I have
but the
that
second
pretty
one's
low,
better.
too.
The second one is better.
Spirit World, I have it low too. Yeah. For that one, I have Northern Air Temple.
Yeah, mine's pretty low.
Mm,
I mean, mine is
I
the
have that
lowest. I'm
Slightly
just kidding.
higher. I have that slightly higher.
Oh wait, no, I switched them. Okay, yeah.
Why do you
Okay.
have that one so low?
Northern Air Temple.
Yeah.
It's just not
Bug!
as
Bug!
memorable to me. I
Swallowed
guess.
a bug.
It's probably one episode I've seen maybe just a handful of times, and it never really comes out. It's just not as memorable to me. other
I
than
like that
Teo
one only
and the
because
machinist
of
guy.
the like
and smelly eggs like that.
the
just
fire
messes
balloon.
with me.
That's the
I
only
don't wanna think
only
about
reason
that.
why I liked it.
I like seeing people glide around. That was pretty fun. All right, what number are we on? 16? 16.
Yeah, this is where I put Batu of the Water Tribe.
This is where I put the Northern Air Temple.
I put the deserter here.
See?
So pretty
Okay,
simple.
that's
And then for 15,
very
I put
similar.
Bato of the Water Tribe.
I have the Avatar Returns.
I have the Avatar Returns.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
What?
Brian and I matched up.
Wow.
Okay.
Alright, alright.
All right.
Number 14, I put The Boy in the Iceberg.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I have that way high up. Are you serious?
Mine's
Yeah.
very close to where Katie's
Why
is.
do you have that so low?
Okay, so it establishes Aang and Appa, establishes all the characters and the moving plot of the show, but that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a
But
pilot.
they all have memorable entrances. We immediately know who these characters are. Sokka's goofball, sarcastic. Katara is all
no,
heart.
not really
Aang
a
is all
goofball yet.
energy.
No. It's just
But
them
Zuko is-
establishing their characters as a pilot.
I just think there's better
That's good.
episodes. I wouldn't even say that it's a bad episode. I just think
Yeah,
there's
it's
better.
not. It's definitely not. It's
I have it way
14. It's not
higher.
at the bottom of the barrel. so.
Mine next is the fortune teller.
I have this same spot. I have Winter's Solstice, the Spirit World, Part 1. That's
Yeah.
what I have there.
Oh man, I really like that one. I like Hey Bye.
I do too, but I just think there's better. And now in the next slot, I have very close to Katie's The Boy in the Iceberg.
And then I have.
Man, I can't
the-
believe you
I have the
guys
part
slammed
two,
this
and-
one.
Yeah, and I have the part 2, the Avatar Returns.
Yeah, okay, so we were all very close with the Avatar Returns in that one.
The whole Aang being introduced, being unfrozen after all,
It's
that's
good.
sweet,
There's just
man.
better. It's good.
That's a
There's
huge
just better.
moment. It's a pivotal moment. Dang. I have that really high. Holy cow.
What was your next one, Brian?
Next one, you guys are gonna be.
Is this number 12?
Maybe,
Wait, is this number 12?
No, we just did 12. Brian didn't do his yet.
Okay.
Like
well,
I did I
um,
just did the Boy in the Iceberg, and you just said the Avatar Returns or
That's
whatever.
13.
Brian hasn't said his yet.
Okay.
I said the Spirit World Part 1, so this is the next one.
Okay, yeah.
Now we're on 12.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So this one is controversial. This is it. This is the one I thought people are going to be
Oh,
like,
boy,
what the
here we
heck,
go.
Bauman? Jet.
Mine's up higher.
Yeah, I can see why you'd put it down there. But no, mine was slightly higher. I put the Southern Air Temple. I really should switch Southern and Northern. Because I kind of put them back to back, but I put Southern Air Temple.
Actually, for the next one, I have
wait,
the Southern
wait.
Temple
I put
above Jet. Sorry.
I put the Deserter.
That is way too high. Why do you
No,
have it
I
so
love that episode with the festival
Why?
and seeing at least like some of the Fire Nation like living out normal
John
life.
is like barely a character. His assistant guy, that's from Rocket Power,
name's
is
Che.
barely
Yeah. Hey, where'd everybody go?
is barely a character.
And it doesn't make sense to
like
me.
the dude is.
It's Aang's
It
first
doesn't
time
make sense.
firebending, and I think that's pivotal.
And Roku comes in, he's like, this is the Avatar. You have to teach
Do you
him to
think
bend,
I'm weak?
like,
No,
otherwise-
no, I never said that.
That's what I heard. I heard
Sounds
you
like
said
you
I'm
did.
weak.
So yeah, it's
why
just yeah, that's
But
why.
see, why are they
just-
living with,
Sokka
like-
gets
Why are they living with weird firebenders, or we don't even know if they're firebenders, just weird dudes that
they're
live
like
out in
lepers.
the
Oh my
that live out
gosh.
in the woods. Like,
Yeah.
you'll see now. You
Leprosy
walk this
guys.
way now. We
Hey.
have pointy stick.
My buddy John. How you doing, John?
Shut up. That's literally what he said.
They did say shut up. Be quiet or something.
Keep moving.
All right, next number 10. No, this is 11. I've got the waterbending scroll.
Golly, that was all the
I
way
had-
back on number 18.
Be quiet, you.
I had Southern Air Temple.
I put the Northern Air Temple.
Wow.
Huh?
Yeah, those air temple ones they're boring. I'm sorry. They were not interesting to
Yeah.
me.
No, the Southern Air Temple is so good. It's
No.
so good. I really should flip them. I really
Momo.
Come on,
Enough
Aang. I
said.
was
I'm
just
gonna
joking.
make you my pet.
I wasn't really gonna eat him. Oh no.
should. Yeah. Really, the Southern Air Temple did a monumental job in establishing, not just in establishing the tone of the series when you see Monkey Atso's body, but also for Nickelodeon,
Yeah.
if you think about it.
Genocide.
Yeah, because that's not something you see on Nickelodeon, certainly not at that time and certainly not now. So I think that was a big deal. And when you think about it, Monkey Atso killed all those guys single-handedly. So there's that.
He's awesome. All right,
You
next
have to learn
one.
a little bit about air culture, the air nomads too.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's because you don't see them the whole time.
The whole time. Number
That's all right.
number 10.
Top 10.
The
Here we
King
go.
of Omashu.
Really?
Yes.
That low?
I have it higher.
I have it
it.
higher also. I
No.
put the Winter Solstice Part 1.
Oh, I
have-
love
this
those
is
winter
where I-
solstice ones.
They're
This
so
is where I
good.
put imprisoned.
Oh no, not. I'm sorry. The
I
siege.
can't
I like the
believe you
siege
put-
ones.
I can't believe you put Imprisoned that high up there. It is
Bless you.
so
Excuse me.
dramatic. Like, crank that teenage angst all the way up to 12.
They
boy.
were
But
teenagers.
That's what the show
I
is. This
know.
is young adults show, young kids. I mean, they're like 14.
Yeah.
No.
What did
I
you have
can't.
here, Kate?
Number 10, I put the Winter Solstice Part
No,
1.
that's right. So I have mine next as imprisoned.
I can't stand either one of
Next is imprisoned. I just felt
I
so
put-
empowered.
you. Okay, let's just
Dude.
compare this, okay? If
I
we're
didn't
looking
realize
at-
you were such a Katara hater.
Well,
Seriously,
yeah.
that's what it
And
comes
Wesley
down
calls
to.
her Katara. He says that she's just like Katara.
I am not like Katara, but yeah, you are a Katara hater.
Are you talking about me that I hate Katara? No,
Yeah.
I hate
Yeah,
Katara.
you are a Katara
no.
hater,
Yes,
dude.
you are.
In this setting, and you know what? It's not even just her. It's also Haru. It's Haru. I can't stand Haru. I can barely stand anybody in this episode.
But it's fun to hate Haru. It's fun to hate him.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. In fact, one of my favorite jokes from season 3 is when they're on the beach and Katara's holding the picture of baby Zuko.
I always
And
knew
she's
you had
like-
a thing for Haru.
Yeah, and nobody gets that joke. It's a pregnancy joke. And she says no.
Oh,
But
I didn't get
I
that.
want to take a moment to just compare where we're at right now. What is that, number 10? You both have, wait, you have imprisoned for number 10?
Yeah.
Compared to the winter solstice
Wait,
part
no,
1?
number 9. Number 9.
Number 9. Okay, I put the winter solstice part 2 for number 9. Completely different styles of episode. I just had to point that out.
I had imprisoned as let me see. This is
I accidentally have my numbered wrong, so I've been confused this whole time.
Oh my gosh.
I have imprisoned at 11. Imprisoned is 11.
Mine is number 9. Number 9.
That's insane. What did you have for number 9, Brian?
For number 9, we skipped 10.
No.
We did 10. I've been counting.
So
I've been
number
crossing
10, I had the water bending scroll.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And number 9, I have the water bending master.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can accept that. Mine is a little bit higher for the waterbending master. But...
Mine next is the waterbending master. So my number
Dang, me
8.
and Ileana are pretty copacetic.
Yeah, check us out.
I have a feeling our top 2 are gonna. You could flip them either way. I think that's
Yeah.
gonna be for most of us.
Oh,
Our
let's
top
see.
2,
Let's
there's
see.
2
I'm
episodes.
excited.
Okay, so for my number 8,
The-
which we are on number 8, is Warriors of Kyoshi.
I have that higher.
Yeah, me too.
Way higher.
I've got Jet.
For this one, I have you have Jet there.
Yeah.
Nice. I have that lower. I put for this one, I had Winter
7.
Solstice Part 2, Avatar Roku.
Yeah, I had that one lower, but it. Oh wait, no, that's my next one. Just kidding.
Oh my gosh. Yes, we are on number 7. For number 7, I put Jet.
Winter Solstice Part 2.
I love the animation for Jet. And guess
Yeah.
what? That's one where Katara is very dramatic also, but I love it. It works.
But
Those
that's
poor
more of a
people.
Sokka
Works.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sokka's
but, I mean,
instinct.
it works. I don't mind it when she's dramatic. That's part of her character. But if it doesn't work, then it's just annoying.
Katara hater.
Are you guys writing all these down? Like some.
I have them
I've
all
got-
written down and I'm crossing them out.
Okay.
I've
See?
got it right.
No,
here
I was
'cause
like,
did
you're
my
writing
homework.
down our orders.
No,
Okay.
I have my
I
own
have,
order.
I've
No.
written down 2. I have written down 2.
Yeah, yeah.
I just
okay.
thought somebody
Alright,
was.
number-
Okay.
No.
Wait, I didn't even do
Number
mine. I did
Oh my gosh! Number
I
7.
the King of Omashu.
Okay. Yeah.
I have that as my next one. Number 6. I have that for.
Okay.
What is
I
your
have-
number 6, Ileana?
Mine was the Winter Solstice Part 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting to the top 5 now.
Wow, top 5. Wait, what was yours, Brian? Number 6?
Wait, yeah, Katie keeps skipping me.
No,
This
I'm
one
not.
I had a lot of trouble with because I love this episode only for one reason, and it shouldn't be this high, I think, but just because of this one character, because of Suki and how much I love Suki, Warriors of Kyoshi is up this high.
Oh, mine's up higher.
The Unagi is gonna eat well tonight.
It's just because of Suki. Suki's awesome.
Yeah.
So
You should leave. Go.
No.
and then for number 5,
What's taking so
Top
long,
5.
Angie?
number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is it. I have The Boy in the Iceberg at top 5.
Okay. I can
It's
respect
like
that.
saying Superman number 1 doesn't exist. That's what it is. It's there.
What?
My number 5 is Siege of the North Part 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 5 for me is the Waterbending Master.
Study
Nice.
closely.
I
Great guitar
really
episode.
that was an amazing thing to see when
Yeah.
it first came out.
So good.
So good. Okay, have I skipped anyone?
Nope.
No?
No.
Let us continue.
For this one, I have The Siege of the North Part 1.
I have it too. Oh my god. we
I have
got
the
it.
Warriors of Kyoshi here.
Okay.
So
can see
obviously, I think our top 3 are gonna come down to.
Yeah, we're getting
we'll
there.
see.
We're getting
It's-
there.
Came
I think
down to
it's
what
gonna
we ate
happen.
today.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
number 3. Let's all say it together.
The Siege of the North,
The North
Part
Part
2.
Two.
No! Mine's the blue spirit.
Oh, you're a dingling.
Oh, you blew it!
Hey,
You
can I
The
see you
lose!
over-
The
Can I see you over
blue
here for a sec?
spirit is number 3.
Ileana, what are you
What are you
doing,
doing?
man?
Let me see you over here.
We had
C-
something.
Come over here.
We were going so good.
We
This-
were.
you
We're
and
still
I-
good.
And now you blew it. This was no, it's not. It's not. It sucks.
What?
Oh
Brian's so emotional now.
All right, so we're on number 2.
Number 2.
Wait, I feel like there's
Oh my
only
gosh.
one obvious best episode of the whole show of this season, and the fact that Ileana completely missed the boat on it upsets me.
No.
Okay.
No, you're incorrect. Incorrect. All right. Number 2 is the storm.
I put the storm.
The storm. See, me and
Oh,
Katie
yeah,
got
we're
it
here, we're
right.
here.
So
and
you guys say the
Ileana-
blue spirits the number 1 episode?
Yes.
No, it's not.
100%.
Yes, it is.
What?
Yes, it is.
100%.
The Siege of the North Part 2? Oh my gosh! Y'all failed!
100% the blue spirit.
When Uncle Iroh says, I will unleash
100%.
tenfold on you, that was awesome!
But did he though?
He started fighting him and then,
That wasn't tenfold.
he did it. He's one guy.
He
He's old
beat
dude.
the other fools that were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
He didn't
And
go
he ran.
tenfold.
Zhao ran away. Okay, you see awesome Avatar State Aang. You see Yue freaking sacrifice herself for this koi fish.
Nowhere near as good.
Ah.
Nowhere near as good as Aang sitting in the forest with Zuko. And they're just sitting there just for a moment. And he's
No.
like, man, in another life, we could have been friends.
He was like, my friend
Boom.
Kuzan.
Boom.
Flame Yo
That one of
Hotman.
the... Dude,
Yeah.
nothing
Bless
is
you.
colder.
Thank you.
Nothing is colder, more gangster than that whole scene. Okay? Nothing.
Gangster?
I don't know about
What?
gangster, but no, and
Dude,
you see, as,
the whole...
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Speak. No, you speak. Because
Okay.
I'm about to unleash on
Okay,
this.
unleash tenfold. No, and Ileana, you were saying about Yue. We had only seen her for 3 episodes total.
That
So we
doesn't
don't
matter.
have-
She
it
freaking
does matter.
sacrificed herself for a fish.
Okay, but
Who?
Princess
we
freaking
we
You?
Yue.
don't have-
Eh?
We don't have that same connection like we do with the relationship between Aang and Zuko. Where they're
The
supposed
two
to
main
be
characters of the
enemies.
entire show.
Yeah, and they're supposed to be enemies, but they work together. In fact, Zuko went out of his way to rescue his enemy. That's a big deal. And that whole sequence
That
is
whole
incredible.
thing, that was such a small part of it, though. That wasn't the whole episode. A lot
the
of
Blue
it
Spirit.
was
It is the whole
him
episode.
traveling.
It is the whole episode.
It isn't, though. And I love that
It
episode.
is.
And I
It's
don't
the
want to.
heart of the episode.
I don't
don't
want to
believe
crap
you.
on it.
I think you're crapping on it.
I'm not,
You
because
are
I do
crapping
love
on
that
it. You
episode.
Smell it from here.
Stop it.
Because that's the episode that said, you know what? We're going to take something and make it so amazing, so big. It's going to have action. It's going to have comedy. But at the end, it's going to have so much goddamn heart in it.
They're
that
gonna
you're
suck
just
on
gonna be like,
frogs.
this is
Yeah, the best
kids-
part of that episode.
this is a kids animated show.
The best part of that episode is when Momo is listening to guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why can't you say that this is awesome? It's
No,
the best episode.
the
It
Siege
really
of the
is.
North Part
And-
2.
and one
And
last
we
thing,
see
one
the
last
best villain of the whole show. I remember being a kid. I think I was maybe like 8 years old, something like that, 8 or 9 years old, and seeing Azula for the first time and knowing exactly who she was, and then it just cutting and being like, oh,
Yeah,
we
shoot.
That's
We
why.
screamed.
That's why I put this at number 3. That's why I put that episode at number 3 because it is good. It does have so much value. But at the end of the day, Blue Spirit. Here's why Blue Spirit, from the beginning to the end, Blue Spirit opens up with Commander Zhao. He's like, I want those Yu Yang archers. We get to see firsthand that Zhao is not playing around anymore. He wants
Yeah.
Aang. And so he calls on these archers with super deadly accuracy. We get to see them. This is like, honestly, like the best wushu films straight out of China being put into an animated American kids TV show with some of the best stunts, the best fighting. Blue Spirit Zuko with the dual swords, Aang with the airbending. It is the most whiz bang Jackie Chan style action sequences that have ever been done, possibly in the entire show. It's
But
that good.
let me-
then you throw in the comedy with Aang going up to the mountain, getting the frogs, Momo and Katara. I think this may have been the very first episode I ever saw, and it was the one that got me hooked on the Avatar.
Let me introduce
And then
you
at
to
the
one
end-
other element, though. Oh, you
At
finish.
the end,
You finish.
when at the end, Aang and Zuko are just hanging out because Zuko takes an arrow to the face.
Yeah.
He does. You think, oh my god, he's toast. And then Zuko goes back to the boat after everything's done. He's like,
I'm
don't
tired.
talk to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't talk to me.
I'm going to.
It is cold, bro. It is cold. It is funny and yet cold, and it is handled with such precision.
Well, think also
and
Aang saved
just
Zuko.
complete.
He saw him with his mask off, and he also rescued him. So it was
See?
give what you get. But think
But
about
that's
this
that's
other
the whole
aspect.
conflict of Zuko.
Think
The whole
about this
conflict
other
of Zuko
aspect.
is
Brian,
that
you had your turn. Let the little one speak.
Think about this other aspect. The music. The music in Siege of the North Part 2. When it like crescendos, when Aang is wiping
Good
out
word.
all those Fire Nation Navy ships. That is the coolest thing ever. I can hear it. It's just rising. And you see the Water Tribe people, they're like bowing down, saying like, we are, don't hurt us or anything. We're, your power. Your power. We do. Anyways, that whole scene is just so cool and powerful.
This is almost sacrilege what I'm about to do. They just all gather around and go, you are here.
Stop!
Tearing up this place.
Do I need to bleep you?
Oh,
But
man.
I've got to disagree. Siege of the North Part 2 is the best episode in season 1, in book 1. And that's that.
It's good, but I can't give it that stamp yet.
I'm actually shocked that you guys didn't pick the Storm as the best.
No, it just doesn't quite hold that same candle that the
it's
Like-
kind
does.
of it's an exposition episode.
Seeing
but
how
it's
Zuko
done
came
really
to
well.
be and Aang came to be, I'm surprised with how much love you
Their
guys have for those two
conception,
characters that you
their-
didn't pick them as number 1.
Honestly, it's great and I love it, but the scenes with like the fisherman guy
Yeah.
aren't that great.
You turned your back on the world. You're a horrible old man.
You're horrible.
Ugh.
Your friends ain't too kind, are they?
I know.
Oh, there was this one time. Yeah, get in the boat.
It's just the flashbacks are what make that episode.
Yeah.
And but they're so good that
So now we've discussed book 1. Is next week going to be book 2?
Tune in and find out. No, yes, this will be.
All right, that's exciting. I wonder if Brian and I are going to match up just so, close together as we did with this one.
With the ones that don't matter, and then when
once
the ones
again,
that do
there's only
matter-
one episode. There's actually only one episode that will win best episode.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what it is. Don't spoil it, but I'm there.
I'm not
Tune
gonna spoil
in
it,
next
but
week.
If anybody is like, the Avatar State is the best episode, you guys are.
It's the swamp for sure. The swamp.
Okay.
Tune in next week to find
Lips
out.
are an illusion, and so is death.
Yeah, exactly. Tune in next week to see what we choose for book 2. All right, we're gearing up for Avatar. Did you hit that subscribe button? Is your last chakra unlocked? All right, I sure hope it is, because if it is not, this was your last chance to hit the subscribe button to unlock the avatar state. All right? We've got Brian in this corner. We've got KT in this corner.
What was that?
And I'm Ileana, your host, signing
see,
off.
I got her.
I'm Ileana, your host,
couldn't
signing
match
off for
that.
yet another episode of Bump That. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we will see you in next week's episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.